I'm a chef, damn it. So here we are once again, and I am gonna do one of my all-time favorite. I love all types of food, but one of my absolute favorite foods is Asian. I love Asian persuasion, I love Asian fusion, I love American, I love Italian, but I do love things that I can play around with and I can make my own. So this is a twist on one of the classics, fried rice. But here's a twist to this. You guys asked for some Wagyu. We're gonna do some Wagyu fried rice. The thing about Wagyu is not all Wagyu is the same. This Wagyu is about $85 for this very thin slice of beef. It's a A5, and it's the most expensive beef in the world. And for 85 bucks, you can see why. People think because of that marbling that that's fat. That's actually not. That's all those minerals that they've been feeding this beef over time, and it just melts away. And so we're gonna go and we're gonna cut this into little slim pieces, and then we're gonna let that fat just melt, take out the beef, and then we're gonna cook our vegetables inside of that, take on that extra flavor profile, that salty, nutty, buttery type of succulent. I'm talking too much. Now I want some Wagyu A5 fried rice. Stick around for this right here. So if you notice, I cut that nice thin into these strips. These strips also get ready to cut to these strips in little bitty dices, right? The reason why is because, of course, it's Wagyu. You want to savor the amount, and the flavor is going to intensify this whole entire dish. So a little bit goes a long way. So now you see this beef that was those thin slices became a big mound. So it has a lot more than what it had before. So of course I can eat this whole entire thing. So if I do decide to share with my cameraman, he can have a little succulent Wagyu as well. But again, this will turn this whole entire dish into a Wagyu masterpiece. So now we have this, that fat is being separated. If you can see this, all that succulent fat. This is a done deal right here. You just hold this up and it'll go down to maybe like a quarter of a cup. We'll have that quarter of the cup, we'll put our vegetables inside of it, and then just sit there, take out the meat, and then let the magic happen. Wait around for this. So the beef, we took it out. We have the juices left from that we're gonna saute our vegetables in. I'll tell you something that's a couple of the most important things that you need to know about the kitchen. Your pans, what you're using, what you're cooking in, your good knife, and of course, a great cutting board. All cutting boards are not equal. It makes my job a lot easier. Also for decoration, also for stability, and also just because it makes me feel more comfortable. Your knife, your cutting board, and your vessels that you're cooking in. They are not all equal. One of the things you need to know about fried rice is your rice. They always tell you to do your rice 24 hours ahead of time. I did this rice maybe about 2 hours ago. I put it into a pan because I'm getting ready to cook. I don't have that type of lifestyle. I ate all my rice already. So I cooked this one now, and then I spread it out thin, I put it in a sheet pan, and I put it in the refrigerator. Now it is cold. I have day-old rice. When I get ready to go, it is perfectly fine. So don't think you have to wait an entire day to do that. Onions, what I do is I leave the butt part on, right? The butt part is what you leave on because it keeps the whole entire onion together. Go flat, it doesn't go anywhere. Through the middle, pull through, that's flat. you can take off the hull. Each onion is different in flavor profile. The white onion, the Valdelli onion, the sweet onion, the red onion, they all bring a difference to whatever meal you're gonna cook. I love onions all together because I can saute, sweat them, grill them, and they just bring so much packed of flavor right inside. Now, this is gonna be a dice. A couple different ways people can do these. They can go up here, make sure you ball and you cut. I'm cutting down at a slant. I'm not cutting across because a lot of guys will cut through. I'm cutting slightly down at an angle. Here, here, here. All the way to the edge. And now I'm just gonna go across. And simple. For this recipe, what you need to know is that is your recipe. There's a foundation. So you know I have onions, you know I have garlic, you know I have carrots. I'm gonna add some asparagus. So my measurements are not gonna be what the measurement says. I can say, oh, a half a cup of onions or a half a cup of this. I eat a lot, or maybe I want some for later, or whatever it's gonna do. You start the foundation of it, but if you want the recipe, subscribe, like, notice, and just message me. I'll send it to you. It's just that simple. Always balling so you don't cut yourself. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I love carrots. What's up, Doc? I usually go and pick out my carrots. I don't get the little carrots, I like the big carrots. The reason why I like the big carrots sometimes, go here, and I'll show you how I dice these carrots. Actually, I'm gonna show you a couple different ways to dice them. First thing you do is pull that off, roll it over. It's flat. And you don't have to clean them. When I say clean them or peel them, just wash them off really good. That skin is food. Why would you do that? Doesn't make any sense. Now, because of that, I don't go all the way through that because it doesn't make any sense. Now I'm gonna try to cut myself. I can just go here and have that. Now I can just keep these together, and I always take the scrap ones first and I cut them up because they're the little ones, so I get them out of the way because I can always stack these on top of each other. Now, remember I said there's more than one way to skin a duck, or basically to cut a carrot. Here's one other one. I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna grab them. If I have a RoboCoupe, a Cuisinart, even a good old mixer, put them inside. If you're not working on your knife skills, it's simple. Put this in, lock it up, and then you just turn it on and you pulse it. Don't just leave it there. Just a little. They don't have to be pretty. Tap it and go. Tap it and go. This is what you have. The same thing. Of course, these are a lot prettier, but it's going into fried rice. So why would I try to take all the time? Because nobody's gonna really care. It's all going in the same place. Get in my belly. Looks perfect, right? And it took half the time. Actually, I could have did that a lot quicker, but I just slowed it down for you guys. But since I did twice as the carrots, I'm gonna go ahead and do me one more onion for that. Get out the way, remember? And you can do the exact same thing with the onion. As I'm finishing the last of this, I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat back on. Remember, I have that fat that's over there, and it is sitting and waiting. And it's just full of just flavor from beef. So this meal will take you about 20 to 25 minutes in its entirety, right? If you go ahead and think about it and you break it down and you wanna have something that's fun, you can turn this however you want, and you can make it to whatever you want to make it into, right? I like it because I can do anything with it. I can add asparagus, which I love. So now, asparagus. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test one of these onions right inside here. If I don't hear a sizzle, it's not ready. I don't want to sweat the onions. I want them to kind of get the little nice little caramelization going on. You can sweat them all you like, but me, I like to have that flavor come out and be intensity because remember, we're using that beef fat, right? And it's from Wagyu A5. So, I mean, I'll soak my ice cream in Wagyu A5. It doesn't even matter. Brownies or whatever. But now, if you listen, you can hear that sizzling, that crackling going. Take a look at this unami. Unami is soy sauce. There's a couple different things you need to look them up or I can tell you. If you want to know what unami is that flavor profile in your mouth that just makes you go, wow, what was that? Soy sauce is one of those unami profile flavors. frying. If you didn't hear anything, it wouldn't be such. I'm gonna finish this whole thing right now. Hey, stick around, I'm gonna do that for you guys. Hey, thank you, and I'll see you next time. And don't forget to cook, to kick ass and cook. I'm a chef, damn it.